You guys are part of the first of 6 private workouts that we're gonna put on in the next month. I wanna kick it off to Jesse. He's gonna talk about some of the players that we've brought on and what we're looking for in the future. So Jesse.
First, thank you all for taking a chance and being here. That's how this organization started. 9 years ago, as my wife and Emily, we took a chance on Savannah. And we went down there and it was tough. People all see the highlights now, the sold out crowds and everyone talking to social media, but it was very, very tough when we started. We only sold a handful of tickets. We had to sell our house. We had to empty out our savings account. We were sleeping on an airbed, but we believed on what we could create. We believed in a fans first experience. You guys look, you're growing in baseball, you're trying to play pro ball, everyone that goes up that ladder. Most guys, they're playing to get to the next step. Who are you playing for? You're playing for yourself. It's a lot different here, guys. We play for our fans. And when you play for your fans, the ball takes care of itself. You play better because you have a bigger purpose. It's not just to improve the stats, it's to improve a better experience. You play for the joy of the game. Guys, last night, 45,000 people. Yes, it's special. It's a big number. But at the end of the night, the game finished. And you see all the players, the cast, both teams, Bananas, Party Animals, arms around each other around the mound. And you look out into the crowd. There's 40,000 plus people with their arms around each other and we're singing Stand By Me. There's nowhere else in the world that's happening. And it's because we're all on a singular mission to create the greatest experience, to put the fans first and have the time of our lives doing it. Your life is gonna change today. And I say that without being boastful and trying to be exaggerating about what it is. Your life will change today. And here's how that will happen. Because you're gonna take a chance. You're gonna get uncomfortable. You're gonna get out of your comfort zone and do things you've never done before on a baseball field. Because what has made banana ball great is not what people normally see on a baseball field, the doubles, the home runs, the strikeouts, the 95-mile-an-hour fastballs. It's the things that make them say, wow, you wouldn't believe what I saw at the field tonight. That's what we create every single night. Dakota Stilts Albritton. He wasn't gonna come to the tryout. His mother signed him up without him knowing.
My mom called me. She said, hey, I signed you up for a baseball tryout. And I'm like, why'd you do that?
That's crazy to think about that. And he said, you're going to a tryout and you need to bring your stilts. He hadn't been on stilts in years. So he brought his stilts, he showed up in the tryout, and he was an average baseball player. He wasn't gonna make the team. He came up to me and said, I have my stilts, would you like me to put them on? I said, not really, unless you can hit in them. He goes, I can hit in them. Do you think he had ever hit in stilts before ever in his life? Nope. But what did he say? Yep, I'll hit in them. He gets in the stilts, and no joke, he starts making contact and hitting line drives. And I look at this and I say, that's never happened before in a baseball field. And when you look at Dakota Stilts Albritton, what he's done, he's built hundreds of thousands of fans. After the games, you see him signing autographs. There's a line of over 100 plus people. DR Meadows, our starting center fielder. Before our first tour, he practiced doing backflips. He's never done backflips, but he said, I'm gonna do a backflip, and I'm gonna do a backflip catch. And then we're playing at the final game of the tour last year at the National Baseball Hall of Fame after being put in the Hall of Fame. Sold out crowd at one of the oldest ballparks in the country. 8,000 fans, and the tour is on the line. Party Animals had won 33 games, the Bananas had won 33 games. It comes down to this. Halfway through the game, a pop-up goes short to center. In front of the crowd, DR goes for the backflip. He misses it, it hits him in the head. In front of all the fans, it's an embarrassing moment. The next ball, line drive deep, over his head, goes back, goes for the backflip again, and nails it.
Nails the backflip catch! That is unbelievable!
Bananas didn't win the game, the Party Animals did. They had an amazing finish to the tour. They deserved it. But that moment from DR Meadows set the tone for what makes this game special, what makes our players special. We're not afraid to fail. We're not afraid to try things. We're not afraid to experiment and do things to create a moment for a fan that they've never seen before. So what I challenge you guys today is to get out of that mindset of a typical tryout and just do the things that we've always done. Take chances. This could determine your future, and I mean that. You're gonna look back and you say, I'm so glad I went for it today. Because in 3, 4, 5 years as we play around the world at major league stadiums, at football stadiums in front of 70 and 80,000 fans, at places you've never imagined we could play, you're saying, I went for it here. I went for it. Don't leave anything on the table today. Go for it. And you're gonna have the time of your life. And regardless, whether you guys make it or you don't, or you become a part of this, I hope you leave this and say, those 3 or 4 hours were the most fun I've ever had playing ball. Because when we started playing as kids, why did we play? To have fun. That's what this game's supposed to be. So I hope however we leave this, you guys high-five each other. We all say that was a ball. We had the great time. We had the most fun we've ever had playing this game. Are you guys with us on that? All right. It's going to be a special day for all you guys. So thank you for being here.